This is the Climber's Guide to Ice. Now, ice is a really big topic, so I'm just going to talk about snow ice and water ice, which are the two main types of ice. And what makes snow ice different from water ice is that as the snow settles, it traps air between all the snow crystals. And in fact, it's the scattering of light at the boundaries between the crystals and the air that makes snow white. And over time, the snow crystals go round and they grow in grain size, and that's reducing the surface energy. That's what snow sintering is. And the other thing that reduces the energy is having snow-snow contacts rather than snow-air contacts. So it sinters into a well-bonded material ultimately. And because of all of these air bubbles which are trapped in it, it means that it's very ductile. When you put your axe in it, cracks don't propagate through snow ice like they can do through water ice, because rather than running through crystals and propagating into the material, the cracks actually get bent around all of these little air bubbles. So it actually stops cracks from propagating, so you get really nice ductile ice, really good for placing your axes. And the end member of sintered snow ice is glacier ice. Those of you who've been on glaciers know it has that slightly creamy colour to it, and that's, again, these air bubbles scattering the light within the glacier ice. And again, glacier ice is really nice and ductile to climb on. Water ice, on the other hand, grows directly from water, and it doesn't trap air bubbles in the same way. It can be very clear, or bubbles will be kind of on the macroscopic scale. You'll be able to see individual bubbles. What that means is that when you place your axes, the cracks will propagate, and particularly when it's very cold, below perhaps -5, -10 degrees, you get very brittle ice, and you get dinner plating. If it's warmer, close to the melting temperature, waterfall ice and water ice can be ductile as well. That's not necessarily because it's been warmer conditions in the past, but actually the ground gives off heat. There's heat flowing out of the ground and it warms up the ice from underneath. So even under very cold conditions, if you dig down, you cut away the surface layers, you can often get to slightly warmer, more ductile ice, even in water ice.